If you wanna see some action, gotta be the center of attraction. Ah, man, that Bleach chapter. Okay, I'll stop now, but damn that chapter. Oh, man. Vacant, did you read that? Did you see that?
I read it and saw that son of a bitch. Hey guys, my name is Vacant from MangaRaiders.com. That is Lego Maestro, also from MangaRaiders.com. And we are here to discuss Bleach 684. Damn right we are. Okay, let's get into it. Let's not fuck about. Lego. Okay, so last week we predicted that's not the end of the fight. Sure enough, sure as shit, he comes back. Basically, at the end of it, Ichigo had cut him in half with Tensazan Getsuga Tensho. Yep. He'd used the Getsuga Tensho to kill Yuha Bark. That did kill him.
It did kill him. It did get him.
Did indeed kill him because Aizen commented on it and deactivated Kyoka Sugetsu. Turns out all along, I really liked how it sort of went back to the fact that only Ichigo was the only person who's never seen the activation of Kyoka Sugetsu, so he's not part of the spell, and Aizen worked that into it, which was really clever, and I liked that it went back to that fact.
That is Aizen's Keikaku. Planning in advance. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. However, then Yuha Bark attacked Aizen from behind, becomes some kind of demon-y monster with like a shadow almost, with loads of eyes. He claims that he did die. However, his power is the Almighty, and he is able to change the futures, even the ones where he dies, which sounds ridiculous. And then he proclaims that he basically bats away Ichigo's sword. He's about to merge everything, as far as I'm aware. He seems to he's building up energy. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one too. He's building up energy, and he says he's going to turn the Soul Society, the living world, and he's going to turn it all into one. He's basically going to just combine everything. And then something happens, Lego.
Ishida Uiryu, or rather an arrow shoots through his heart, or where it should be, and the person responsible is Ishida Uiryu with the silver arrow, as predicted. I forgot which one of us said it, but yes, this arrow apparently, as his grandfather Soken said, the silver that forms as a result of Auswählen is referred to as steel silver. I'm not sure if the translation is completely correct there, but that's one which you read. And if mixed with the blood of the one who activated the Auswählen, Shuabach, can just for an instant stop Yuabach's powers.
We got it right!
Yes! The prediction actually went in. And during this opportunity, Ishida tells Ichigo to take the chance. Ichigo goes for his sword. Yuabach says that this instant is not enough. He looks like he's already recovered. It is too late for Ichigo. And yeah, Ichigo's Bankai breaks. But it has not broken.
Yeah. However, it seems almost like the white edges of his Bankai is almost a shell. When Yuha Bark stops his sword with his hand, he cracks the shell of the white, and then Ichigo's original Shikai, the original Sangetsu.
Very original. That was just so nice.
Which was part of Yuha Bark's soul, if I remember. Young Sugetsu. Zangetsu is a part of his soul. The original part, the original form of Zangetsu, cleaves through Yuha Bark, cutting him clean in half, and Yuha Bark had foreseen this. It was Hashwald who had showed him. However, he thought it was just a dream. He didn't realize it was a future. His powers have been stopped for an instant, because you can see he was being covered back in shadows, and just his heart, and where Ichigo slashed was the only part that wasn't covered again by the darkness. We end the chapter with him being cut directly in half. Okay. So, we were right.
We were right.
Totally didn't expect it to happen this week, the very next week. However, that is because they have confirmed, due to an editor's note, this is something that we'll talk about just after we've done... in fact, no, let's talk about it now.
Just go ahead and talk about it, I saw
They have confirmed this was the penultimate chapter, and chapter 685 is the final chapter of Bleach.
Such mixed feelings, man. Oh, man.
It's bullshit. It reeks of... This is
cancellation.
Yeah, absolutely. This reeks of a cancellation. This is basically Shonen Jump forcing Tite Kubo's hand here. I do not believe that he would want to wrap it up in this, and certainly, realistically, if you were to give this story to someone and say, wrap this up in 20 pages or less next week, is an impossible task. Possibly, hopefully, I'm hoping that the chapter is going to be a longer one. However, I don't think Kubo's been prepared for this. It felt like he was drawing out a lot more. There was a lot more that he was going to build to, and this was going to be a really long, satisfactory fight, which it has been cool, but it's just not had that length or gravitas.
And there's just so many questions that needed to be answered, and I really don't know if he's being forced. I thought he had immunity from being one of the big three.
So did I.
He could go on forever, but I don't know if it's cancellation or anything, but there's just so many questions. Like, I know Halle Bell is just being defeated and stuff, but like the Arranca world, they was just like, it wasn't touched again after that happened, and it's just the people's Bankais were not all shown, and Bankais were stolen. Who even developed that technology? And Ishida's grandfather
so many. Like I say, Ishin showing up, done nothing. That's not really gone anywhere. Shinji Hirako, MIA, where are you, my friend? Weren't you supposed to be showing up somewhere? Chad? What are you doing, Chad? Are you doing anything? So literally, like, there's just so much that needs to be said and wrapped up, and this just isn't the time. The fact that the battle hasn't even ended, like, maybe if this is a 50-page chapter, perhaps he can sort of tie it up. Well, he's going to have to, like it or not, it's going to have to. I thought personally Tite Kubo is one of the biggest selling mangas, as one of the big heavy hitters, especially in the West. Certainly I would have thought that it would be, as you said, almost have immunity, would have some more leeway. What I don't see the sense in this decision, unless it is Tite Kubo's just got fed up and just decided that he wants to end it now.
Or it could be the third thing where he really is minimalist and he just wants people to read the story as it is. That's my naive excuse, but oh man.
It's total, like, I'm in disbelief. Like, we knew it was ending soon, but ending next week is too soon. Naruto, I felt the last chapter was a perfect send-off for that series.
Yes,
I felt
it
like
actually made me like it again after being on a hate train for such a long time. I really liked how Naruto concluded, especially because they had 2 chapters of the final fight. Like, the whole story had been resolved, and the final fight between, spoilers if anyone doesn't know, Naruto and Sasuke was like, this is just the extra bit. This is just an epilogue. So it really felt like he gave you that closure. And then the final chapter was just basically the flash forward.
Exactly. It was a nice epilogue. Showed us what was going on. Showed us where everyone ended up, because that was a satisfying ending. I was happy to leave Naruto at that point. The story that we'd followed, that was fine. Next week, I don't think Bleach is going to be able to do the same. I don't feel like
it'll be satisfactory.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's going to be a satisfactory ending just because it's coming so soon. We could be wrong. By all means, Tite Kubo could have a way of wrapping things up within 20 panels or 30 or 40, maybe 50. Hopefully he doesn't.
The man uses entire pages for one panel.
Well, hopefully he will. Thank you. So I guess all that's left then, Lego. Awesome chapter. I love the last few chapters. Last chapter coming up. What are your predictions? What are we going to see in the next chapter?
Oh man, this is just like, Bleach being the anime that introduced me to actually start the anime, because I wasn't lucky enough to get introduced to anime by Dragon Ball. I'm just like, the Rukia Ichigo situation. I'm like, sorry, I don't like ships and stuff, but yes, there must be something happening. Ichigo is an adolescent. He's a grown man now. I need to see answers. Is it Rukia or Inoue? Please be Rukia. Like, she's been with him for so long. Man. Do you have any such expectations on that front?
In terms of shipping, well, this is a big thing. This is the thing a lot of fans will want to see. They want to see some relationships resolved and people petty, but, together. No, it's a big part of fandom of anywhere. For me, I mean, Bleach, kind of like with Naruto, there was always like these sort of teased pairs, as it were. maybe, I don't know, like if we do a time skip, I'd love to see a time skip, ideally.
Yes,
First and foremost,
yes.
I want to see it to be a time skip. I want a... This is the problem where this last chapter's ended off on an action. Like, it was basically an action shot of him slashing Yuha Bark in half. Now, I'm assuming the beginning of next chapter is going to be the final words of Yuha Bark, him realizing his plan was failed, etc., yada, yada, yada. And then... Because when all's said and done, Aizen is still running around. Aizen's still free. What's going to happen? Is he just going to go in prison himself? Is he going to become the Soul King?
He's become Vegeta, maybe? Oh, wait. The Soul King is dead. And Aizen did want to become the Soul King.
Yeah, like, is Aizen going to
That
take
is actually
his place?
an interesting line of thought.
That would kill two birds with one stone, where Aizen would potentially... Like, he doesn't have to be imprisoned, and he is just controlling the flow of souls. Would they trust him with that kind of power?
Yeah, the Soul King didn't have any... feelings. It was just a generator. It was just a power generator up there in the sky. So
pretty much. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with Aizen in terms of like the captains. I don't believe anyone's dead. I know that Kensei and Rose were, but they got brought back to life. So is Toshiro. He got brought back to life by...
What about the Unohana Taito? Do you think she's gone for real?
Well, I didn't, and I still don't, but considering the last chapter's coming, chances are she's been long forgotten about. There's a lot of things that have been forgotten about that we won't see, unfortunately. We don't know if Unohana's alive. I assume she's still alive somewhere, but she would have come into the story if she was. We won't get to see, like, Shuhei's Bankai. He didn't hint at having a Bankai. We'll never get to see that. Shinji Hirako's Bankai. There's lots of Bankais that we won't be able to see. They won't be shown in the last chapter, unfortunately.
Kaze Shinya and the like. Wait, I did want to... I know we've been running on for a while now, but I did want to ask about Kubo's list of things that he said would come out in this final arc. Because he revealed things like Yamamoto's Bankai, Unohana's true form. What was that list called again? Have we already gone through it like a long time ago?
I don't have the list out.
Yeah, but in any case, I'm wondering if Ichigo will finally just admit that he's a Shinigami and take a position as a captain or something. That is my prediction, other than the shipping. He'll be with Rukia and he'll become a captain somehow. Those are my predictions. Sue me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that is all. I'm done. There's just so much to talk about this episode. I'll end up going on forever. But
well, we could. Yeah. We probably will. When on the happy hour itself, we'll probably discuss more in depth when Bleach ends. Like, if not next week, the week after. We may have to do a little special as well. But just to finish our predictions, so yeah, we need to see the wrap up with the resolution of the fight. Ideally, we'd like to see a time skip. I know not everyone agrees with time skips, but it'd be nice to see the aftermath has the dust has settled, where people have ended up. Obviously, Kyoraku is the captain commander. We need to see if Ukitake is still alive. Are you not dead? Are you still breathing? Maybe they find a cure somehow. Mayuri is a great scientist. Maybe that comes to fruition. Personally, I see two, in terms of shipping, I see two ways of doing it. Either Orihime ends up with Ichigo because they're both human. Well, he's part whatever, everything. He's part basically everything. He's a mutt, Ichigo, but he ends up with Orihime, maybe, possibly, and then Rukia could possibly be with Renji. The only thing that I will say is that Rukia looks quite young. Like, she has an teenage body. I don't even know. Like, Kubo's never...
Oh, come on. Why are you hating, man?
Kubo's never typically expressed interest in teasing a lot of ships. Like, he's never really sort of... Like, obviously, Orihime has shown interest in Ichigo. Ichigo's never really responded. He's just sort of... Bleh. So maybe Renji and Rukia, maybe Ichigo Rukia, or more than likely, none at all. Possibly the one that's most likely in my mind is he will do Uryu and Orihime.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't want that one. Just for the record, I'm on the Ichihime bandwagon.
Ichiruki for life. Hashtag Ichiruki. Let's make this hashtag blow up on Twitter in the midst of all the important political things that are happening right now. Ichirukia. Yes, hashtag on Twitter. I'm starting it now. But man, I think there'll be blood in the water, and I'm just looking forward to it. And great chapter.
Yeah. let's hopefully, like I say, we will get a satisfactory ending. We will discuss it in depth next week, and we'll probably do a few more Bleach episodes. Podkai is ending, unfortunately, guys. It was short but sweet. We may live on. We may do some specials. Perhaps
even jump into other series.
Reviewing movies. Hey, reviewing the Bleach movies. Top 10 fights. We could do shit like that. So all good. We'll watch this space. Podkai will be ending its weekly series, but perhaps we may even get some going again. So never mind. Awesome chapter. Bleach was sad to see go. Unfortunately, we have followed it for many years.
Oh God, yes.
This just feels rushed. It screams rushed to me. Hopefully, we get a satisfactory ending. We'll have to wait and see. We've done all the predicting. We can only hope and just see what happens. Yeah, and is there anything else from you, No Lego?
Yeah, it feels rushed, but I'm going to miss this show. I have been one of those people shouting abuse at Bleach, and I still will shout abuse at it. But more than anything, I love it and respect it for how it introduced me to anime. And damn it, what a ride it was. And I'm so looking forward to when I'm some old geezer, maybe 30 years old, the Bleach anime comes out and concludes everything. Because that has got to happen. Like 40 or 50 or 60. I'll be like, Bleach anime is finally out.
Hopefully. I mean, in my lifetime, I want to see Bleach come back out as an anime and wrap up the story, but we can live in hope. Maybe after it's finished, they might go back to it.
So long as they don't do 3D shit. So then we'll have no more words. I'll disown the shit out of this if that happens. No 3D, please.
That's brilliant. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for listening. Make sure you check out the Happy Hour channel and the podcast and everything else that we're doing. We'll see you same time next week for the finale of Bleach. And yeah, we'll
I'm looking forward to talking about that on Vegan.
I cannot wait to see it. Hopefully it lives up to everything and more that we're expecting. Okay, thanks for listening, guys. Take care.
Woohoo,
Till next
bye.
week.